Hello everyone and welcome to part 2 of the series Bazball Long-Term Solution or Short-Term Gig. In today's video, let's begin from where we stopped in the last video, where we analyzed England's new test match cricket strategy, which has now been termed Bazball. I'm going to try and answer the million-dollar question as to whether Bazball is a long-term prospect for England's success or whether it is merely a short-term relief from their troubles by weighing both sides of the prospective outcomes. Firstly, why is baseball capable of reinvigorating English cricket and stamping England back on the map as a competitive force in red ball cricket? England is currently comfortably sitting at the bottom of the WTC points table at 7th place. Therefore, England would hope to improve their standings in the next cycle of the WTC, and maybe baseball is the key to opening their doors to success. After all, this is the game they invented. Cricket is the game they invented. Let me re-establish the fact that baseball is more than smashing every ball over the boundary. It is a man management strategy to bring a more conducive environment to allow each and every player to bring out their best on the field. Cricket is more than a mere game between bat and ball. It is more than a game of skill. It is a game of the mind. It is a game of strategies. McCallum is attempting to ensure each player plays positively by showing intent even when on the back foot during a game, whether it be diving on the field, playing effortless pulls, or breaking your back to bowl fast. When a team takes a certain approach, it becomes inscribed within their setup. It becomes a part of who they are. It reflects on the way they play on the field. Let's take some case studies from around the world. For example, over the years, Australia has had a reputation of playing aggressive cricket, throttling oppositions, and finding any way to register the win. It was this approach that has won them countless World Cups over the years and made them a force to reckon with on the international stage. Following the Sandpaper Gate incident, Australia instated Tim Paine as captain and were asked to tone down their aggression, resulting in weak performances and a poor Australia, one that we were not used to seeing. As a result, Australia returned to what they know best, being aggressive. They have returned back to their glory times, winning the Ashes, winning the T20 World Cup, and sitting at second on the WTC table. Another case is Sri Lanka, who in a time when ODI cricket didn't have such a high run rate and scores didn't exceed 250, Sri Lanka changed the trend with explosive players like Sanath Jayasuriya to go on and win the 1996 World Cup, revolutionizing and remodeling ODI cricket for the years to come. Another case is India, who were reeling at 8th position on the ICC Test rankings under MS Dhoni's captaincy. However, as soon as Virat took over captaincy, he wanted to play an aggressive brand of cricket, a brand of cricket where they would go hard for the win, whatever the circumstances may be. Initially, the results were not evident, but as the team gelled as one, India rose to the top of the ICC rankings. Similarly, under McCallum's coaching, England has gone with a similar approach of going for the win. Last year, when New Zealand toured England, England faced a lot of backlash for being too watchful in the first test match of the series, as they preferred to go for the draw when the win was actually on the cards. 1 year later, England chased 296 in just 50 overs in a test match. It was supposed to be a draw, but under the new English leadership, England would not settle for anything less than a win or even a loss, knowing that they had tried to win the game. That is what you call fearless cricket. Since McCallum's inclusion, England have chased down totals in all their games, that too totals that exceeded 250, including the highest ever chase of 378 in the test against India. What made all these achievements extra special was that it came following a humiliating series defeat to West Indies. Therefore, I hope I've established the fact that cricket goes above and beyond hitting a ball coming your way because the team's approach is key to their success because it acts as a fuel to drive the team towards giving their best on the field. England's approach is baseball, and thus far it seems to be working in their favor. However, on the flip side, drawbacks still exist. We have to come into terms that it isn't going to be their day every day because playing aggressively at each and every ball doesn't have a 100% guarantee and luck isn't always going to be on your side. There can be a loose shot where the ball goes up in the air or cover driving a ball that isn't there to cover drive, resulting in a slip catch. Therefore, taking an almost see ball hit ball approach may not always work in their favor. For example, with Pant's approach, the spectators and the Indian team management has come into consensus that he's not going to give you runs every day. Same would apply for England if they continue with this strategy. Also, the sample size we have at the moment to assess baseball is quite minimal, just 4 matches. Certain trends that are evident are that all their wins have come chasing. Though they have been massive chasers, it will be interesting to see how they pan out when they set a total because the circumstances will be totally different. Another aspect is that all their matches have been played at home. Therefore, we still have to see how they will fare on different surfaces away from home, ranking from the bouncy and pacey tracks in South Africa to the spinner's paradise in the subcontinent. Finally, England still have many questions to answer with regards to their playing 11. Starting from the top, their openers conundrum still exists ever since Alistair Cook's retirement and despite changing up the pair countless number of times. Moreover, the bulk of the scoring has been done by Root, Bairstow, and Stokes to some extent. Therefore, they need their other batsmen to also fire. Looking ahead in future series in the subcontinent, they lack quality spinners. Furthermore, we see that Anderson and Broad continue to be their strike bowlers, and their years are also numbered. These are some of the areas that England will have to patch up if they want to be a force to reckon with in the years to come. To conclude, what is my final judgment on baseball? In my opinion, baseball is part of the recipe to success, but it is not the ingredient. It is just an ingredient because there's still a long way for England to go, and there are still many questions they need to answer in order to be a dominant test nation. But overall, baseball is a great initiative that will pave the way to reach the top, and the results are evident. Therefore, even if England face failures, they must not be derailed by them and continue to play their positive brand of cricket.